Okay, Tamara, so we're welcoming Darlington Mowden Park Sharks as part of the matchday experience against Bristol. Introduce the club a little bit to us, first of all.
Okay, so we've been at Darlington Mowden Park for the last 10 years now. We started at Ripon Rugby Club, moved to Thirsk, so we've had quite an interesting history growing as a women's team, and we've been in the Premiership now for about the last 6 years.
There's been a lot of development over that time, particularly with the World Cup win in 2014. So how's the club grown and the game grown in that time?
I think what's massive is that women's rugby in the North East has really grown in probably the last 10 years, I think. We used to be a team, the Sharks, that didn't have a lot of internationals, but we had a lot of really good club players, and we've now got 5 girls who've been offered contracts going forwards for the next sort of 12 months, which is massive. We've got a really good pool of under-20s players and still that really great pool of club players as well. So women's rugby in the North East used to be a thing that nobody really knew about it, and now we're the only Premiership club up here, and we've got loads of girls playing in the local clubs as well. So women's rugby is massively grown in the North East, and the Premiership as a whole is growing across the country. It's turning a lot more professional. There's lots more games on a Saturday, clubs linking with their men's clubs, so the future's really bright for women's rugby.
The last time we hosted a game here, it was a ladies select versus I believe it was a Saracens side.
Yeah.
So what can we expect with it actually being a league fixture? So what's the level like and the standard like?
Really good. So this is the top flight of women's rugby in the country. We also have lots of internationals that come from other countries to play in the women's Premiership here. Bristol, I think, are top 4 at the minute in the women's team. So excuse me. So that's going to be a massive fight for us. It's always been traditionally a really good game between us and Bristol. They've got a good set of young players in. We've got a good set of young players in, and then obviously older experienced players like myself. So I think if you haven't seen a women's game, you should get down and have a look, because it's rugby and it's played with the exact same ferocity and passion and skill level that the men play at.
And tell me a little bit about Shark season today. 3 games played, a very good win against Wasps Ladies, and sort of finding your feet, I think it would be fair to say. Yeah,
we've traditionally been a little bit slow to start, so we lost the first game. Really good win against Wasps, and I think for us that showed us what we can do. Getting everyone back together again. We'd had people away with England under-20s and with the senior team, trying to get the university cohort back together at the start of the season as well. So that the really good win against Wasps took us into the Aylesford game this weekend, and we had a really strong first half. So I think our performances are going to build. We've got a weekend's break this weekend, so lots of training leading into the Bristol game, and I think we're going to finish strong.